Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. So it's been almost a month since Jodie Whittaker was announced as the 13th Doctor. She's been going around doing interviews, but not for Doctor Who, the show, for her drama show Trust Me, where she plays a fake doctor. Yeah, so obviously the interviewers have to ask her about the role as the 13th Doctor. She talks about where she first was when she received the news that she got the part. They show her people already cosplaying as her, which I thought that was awesome. I mean, I'm just waiting for that Christmas special. I can't wait for that new season. We're all just playing the waiting game right now. And yes, people online are still talking. So we're just gonna have to see what happens.
Many now dressing to impress as their new heroine, the 13th Doctor, and friends.
That is amazing. Where's that? Is that a Comic-Con? Oh my God, that is brilliant.
She's the first woman to be cast in the role, the show welcoming an accomplished stage, TV and film performer, many also welcoming the important symbolism.
I hope, you know, my gender isn't a fearful thing for the fans, because because in this world particularly, there aren't rules, and that's a great thing, you know. So hopefully, yeah, everyone's excited as I am.
She managed to keep her casting secret for weeks, a useful discipline for the role she was filming at the time.
Dr. Sutton.
A nurse impersonating a doctor in drama Trust Me, playing a fake doctor, hiding that she'd been cast as the Doctor. Shooting Trust Me proved the perfect diversion.
It was brilliant, actually, because the distraction of how full-on this job was, and the schedule for that was epic. So it was brilliant because it was a complete, you know, I could not split my attention in any way. So I wasn't at home tempted to kind of text anyone and tell anyone, because I was on set all day.
She won't take over from Peter Capaldi on Doctor Who until the very end of his final story at Christmas. So far, she's loved the support from fans.
It's been, you know, hugely positive, and that is a wonderful way to start this massive journey that will be, you know, for the rest of your life as well. It's one of the only roles you can really say you are that character forever.
Of course, yeah, have to talk about Doctor Who and the first female Doctor Who. I mean, Jodie, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Massively exciting for you and for all Doctor Who fans, in fact.
Yeah, and hopefully it might, and to people, you know, that it's got a huge audience, and to be a part of that is I've said like so many times, is really emotional. And overwhelming, completely overwhelming.
You did cry, didn't you? Talk about emotion. When you first heard you got the part, it was like...
I was, you know, when I was told, there was no like, yeah, thanks. Are you kidding? Okay, thanks. really smooth. I was like, but you should be, you know... You can't get a job like this and not be knocked sideways by it. You should be. You don't.
When people heard though that Peter Capaldi was leaving, of course, then the discussion was like, well, who's going to be the next Doctor? And this went on for such a while. So when you did find out, this must have been a complete secrecy was the key here. You couldn't tell anyone. How do you try and keep that secret?
Well, one of the things is knowing that there was I didn't know details, but I knew there was going to be an attempt at a really brilliant reveal. And I did not, and I have got super bad paranoia, so I did not want to be there. I was like, did I tell you that? Sorry, was I supposed to tell you that? You know, that awful thing where you're like, was I supposed to say that? And I've obviously had 5 years of Broadchurch to know, OK, I'm not quite sure if I did tell you that, but if I did, don't tell anyone. Yeah, but I also have a massive panic about it, because I'm a bit like, I can't remember what I was told I wasn't allowed to say. So there was just this thing of, in July, this will happen. And if we could get it to be this really amazing moment, you know, and also for me, I got to live a pretty anonymous life until then, so it was within my benefit to have that reveal happen, and but I was just lying left, right, and centre.
I bet you were, because your husband was the only one that sort of knew, so you had to have code words and all sorts of things.
Yeah, you know, and talking to obviously my agent and talking to Chris Chibnall, obviously we were speaking a lot, and I'd get I get so paranoid if my phone's on a table and like his name and text ping up or something. I'd be like, well, people won't associate with that because they'll know that we're friends from Broadchurch. And it's just this thing. You just become a massive narcissist, thinking everything's about me. Everyone is looking at me all the time. So
You definitely are.
I think I was incredibly melodramatic the whole time. I think I talked like this in my flat for for months. Where hopefully no one's
But you
telling
mentioned
anyone.
Chris Chibnall, that he's now the one of the writers on Doctor Who.
Yeah,
but he was the writer on Broadchurch,
So
obviously.
he's the showrunner of it. So yeah, I'm sure with the amount of people that get in every episode, it's been brilliant. And I have spoken to a couple of them previous. They were wonderful in their support and excitement.
Of course.
So no one went, no.
No, absolutely.
They were nice.
Cannot wait to see you in it, Jodie. It's just brilliant.
Oh,
You're
great,
going to
thank
be
you.
fantastic. It's so exciting. And as we said, trust me tonight,
Yeah.
4-part series, 9 p.m. on BBC One. Thank you so much, Jodie.
Speaking of medical emergencies, when you found out when you finally got the call that you were going to be the next Doctor Who, can you describe what happened? Did you faint?
No, I didn't faint. I played it really cool.
Did you?
And cried.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Because you sort of alluded to it before that there's a long period of time between going for it and getting it, isn't there?
Yeah, there was a long period of time, and I found out that I got it during this job. So
Wow.
yeah, I think there were a lot of cast members that was like, I can't believe you didn't tell me. But it was incredibly emotional because, my entire life has been spent as a child. All I ever wanted to do was be an actor. And I wanted to do it because I wanted to play pretend. And that is the ultimate. I'm about to play an alien,
Yeah.
a Time Lord. And that, as a girl,
Yeah.
who knew? That's incredible. And it's really emotional because of that. And I feel like I'm immersing myself into a world that the love of it. Like, even now, I haven't even done it yet. I haven't done anything. And just the fans are the most kind of creative and enthusiastic people. And it's so exciting to be a part of that. And also because I know quite a few of them, like people that have been in it. And talking to them has been, for them, it's like a moment in their life. And there's only a few people that know what it's like. There's only 13 of us that know
what that feeling's like, because it's a
Yeah.
little bit like the 14 men that have stepped on the moon or something, isn't it? It's a similar kind of thing. Not quite as amazing as that, but it's up there in the sense that, all right,
Don't rain on my parade.
don't urinate on my chip,
God.
Sean, for crying out loud.
So
It is as good as going to the moon.
empty.
It's better than going to the moon. There's more vistas for a certainty. But that's it. It's such but what a palette for an actor to play with, because you've got the universe to play in, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And the freedoms and the fun and the scale of the storylines. And I already know Chris, so I know how amazing he is.
Chris Chibnall.
Chibs. I already know, how incredible he is, but just to know that he's also huge, he's come from a fan point of view of the show. And so, the direction he's going to take it is going to be amazing. And I get excited by the thing of but I knew it were me under the hood. I knew I was one of the 4 people that knew, and I was like, oh God.
What, when you saw it on the telly, it's so weird though, isn't it? But that's what I was going to. You touched on it there, but like the emotional aspect of it, I've spoken to a lot of people, especially people who've got daughters and things, and it does make, as a dad, it makes, and I've got 2 boys, but it still makes me emotional.
Exciting though. That,
it's a totally new epoch, isn't it? In a sense,
and for people, just that, we are the people that are in these roles that we are excited by or passionate about or look up to, don't always have to tick the same box, and that's what's really incredible about it. And it's. I don't even know what the journey is, but that's the best thing about this part is every script I read will be brand new and something that I genuinely can say I've never done this before.
Yeah.
And there is, you know, particularly playing quite high emotional parts, they don't cross over a lot because I've been really lucky and directors have always, and writers have always pushed me in different directions. But this certainly is very
So,
different.
well, it's literally a different dimension, isn't it? I mean,
it is.
It really is. And what about have you? You know, the people, because this has gone absolutely nuts worldwide, hasn't it? Because Doctor Who is a worldwide phenomenon. Like, what have been the most bizarre or exciting people that have chipped up and sort of given you sort of props about it so far?
The thing is, this will be a blessing and a curse. And at the moment, the thing, I've missed a lot of the fun stuff and probably the bad stuff because I'm not on any type of social media and never have been. So if I get sent something, it's a mate screen grabbing something and sending it to me.
Yeah.
And they obviously edit. Actually, some of them don't. I think there's been quite a few of like, I read that. I'm like, all right.
Thanks for sending me that.
Confidence is on the floor. But there's been there's an amazing video of a young girl watching it and, you know, finding out, you know, and that it's being played by a girl and things like that.
Yeah.
Seeing things like that are really exciting. But I need to start going on. I need to go on Twitter search and be like, has anyone tweeted about me?
I can't believe.
Yeah.
Herbert De Niro is saying it's the greatest thing he's
Yeah.
ever read about in his
Yeah.
entire life. So that was Huey Morgan I was doing that. I don't know why. But it is. It's just. It's a sensational moment,
Yeah.
isn't it? Really. It's because it's a cultural moment as well as just a sort of artistic thing, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. And it's and as you know, if you grow up watching kind of adventure films and TV shows and anything that caters to that, or that belief that anything is possible, this is the job to do.
It's
and
so beautiful.
And I get to do it, and that was not in the realm of possibility ever. You know, when you think, what's your dream part? Like, because the thing is, I've been asked so many times, what's your dream part? And I always try and articulate something that's outside of what people have told me I can and only play.
Yeah.
And now it's like, see, I told you.
This is it. It's from Yorkshire. People are sensible. I've got the clip here. I'm going to play it for you. Especially for all you Yorkshires, here it is.
This is Yorkshire. People are sensible.
But you know,
you played that the other morning.
It's great, isn't it?
I was absolutely wetting myself. I love it.
It's a brilliant clip.
But I know, it never gets old.
Nothing ever gets old on this show. But you know, sci-fi, funnily enough, seems to be the place. Like way back in the 60s in Star Trek, wasn't it Kirk and Uhuru with the first interracial kiss and things like this? It seems that sci-fi is the place for things like this, for pushing things forward and stuff. Did you have any advice from any of the other doctors?
I've spoken to a few, and I think the overwhelming sense of this is such an exciting journey that you're about to go on, and it's to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's it, and it's just, you know, they know I don't know yet, and I think that's the fun. There's no advice you can give because it's the best thing. No person plays this part the same, and what a freeing thing for day one. You know, when my day one is on set, I'm like, okay.
The universe is at my feet here.
Yeah.
It's a bit like when somebody's pregnant, isn't it? And if you've already got a kid and they go, what advice have you got? You go, there ain't no advice.
No,
it's just,
ain't.
It's an incredible journey and it's going to be hard and it's going to be great, but you're going to love it.
And it might hurt.
And it will definitely hurt in places. There's no question about that. Before you go, just quickly, I've got to read this out from Ben. My friend Julian and I were settling into our seats at the front end of our second leg of our trip from Malaysia to Barbados in April when we noticed a delectable young girl racing up and down the aisle, swiftly followed by her mother, Jodie Whittaker. We were thrilled to reflect subsequently that we'd been travelling through time zones with the Time Lord herself and how lucky we were to have travelled with Jodie on one of our last commercial flights before taking to the TARDIS. Good luck to you, Jodie, on your future travels.
Thank
That's
you.
from Ben Thomas.
Oh, well, I'm glad it was positive because there was a lot of shh.
Yeah.
People are asleep. People are asleep.
Don't pour the Schweppes on his head.
Yeah.
We've all been there so many times.
That's not yours. That's not yours.
Oh, Jodie. Well, listen, the reason we're here, and I've watched that one and it's really brilliant. Trust me.
Thank you. I'm so excited for that to come out.
Yeah,
because it's something I can actually talk about.
Thank God. Yes. Tuesday, 9 p.m, which is tomorrow on BBC One. Is it 4 parts?
4.
It's 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Catch the first one tomorrow. But it's a pleasure, but also a privilege to have had you on the show to talk about it first. We hope you'll come back again at some point.
I won't.
You're going to be...
I'll be too big.
I'm just never coming back again. Just suck it up while you can.
I might do a link up one time, but not face to face, babes. This is it.
We finally lost
I've
the
got a lot of
showbiz.
makeup for today, just to make a special effort.
Just to stand next to a man with a £12 Pink Floyd t-shirt on and ripping his shirt. Jodie Whittaker, thank you so much.
Thank you.